up on Extra Cover. We visit popular KZN radio station East Coast Radio as they made a difference in the life of a youngster through their Big Favor concept. We attended the launch of a joint initiative between the Themba Bavuma Foundation and media company Vision View as they too seek to bring positive change in the lives of South African youth. We look at the tremendous work being done by South African cricket legend Jacques Kallis through his eponymous foundation. East Coast Radio DJ Damon Beard has run the Big Favor concept on his slot for the past 17 years, which involves him helping someone in need. Over the years, they've surprised people with anything from flight tickets to visit a loved one to purchasing a pair of shoes for someone unable to afford it. Recently, the concept took a delightful turn when fellow East Coast Radio presenter Sky Shabalala, a coach in his spare time, had the chance to see a talented young man, Mfanafuthi, play cricket against one of the sides he coaches and decided to offer assistance through this altruistic initiative.
I'll tell you what, this boy, the technique and his cricket etiquette was absolutely amazing. I think he went on to bat out the whole innings. He made 58 runs.
Angifuna ukuthi ngishaye 50 lolo langa ngangize ngabheja nomunye umfana ngizoshaye 50 ngangijabulile lolo suku enejama iphezulu.
And then I had a chance to speak to him when they were fielding, and he just told me about how much he loves his cricket. And I noticed that, you know, his shoes had been worn out and all that kind of stuff, and he didn't have thigh pads. You know, every time they're running in between wickets, the straps on his pads would get untied because they're old, you know.
Mfanafuthi's story made such an impact that Sky decided to discuss his plight on air during the breakfast show.
I happened to hear Sky and Darren on the breakfast show chatting about this little guy that Sky had met, and that's when I realized that this was something that we could do on the Big Favor. I spoke to Daryl from Shosholoza, and I said, listen, is this something that you could jump on board with us with and perhaps help him with a bat and, you know, a few balls and that type of thing.
Daryl Scott, who is the owner of Shosholoza Sports and a veteran in the sports equipment business, has had prior experience with supporting talented young sportsmen and jumped at the opportunity to get involved.
I've often heard of or listened to the Big Favor, and it's often brought a tear to my eye because of the great work that Damon and the Big Favor does. Because that's what we do. You know, part of our story is to help people achieve their dreams.
And
then he picked up this bat, and being an ex-cricketer, I could identify straight away that this guy had natural talent.
Mfanafuthi clearly has the talent and enthusiasm to pursue his cricket ambitions. We took time to visit the young man at his home in KwaMashu Township to find out how his passion for cricket began.
Ngaqala ukumbona esamncane zomfowabo lomdala okuthiwa uMthobi Shange wayedlala icricket. Amthathe ahambe naye ejimini, abefika ejimini afika amdimise nawo coach abuyeze la ekhaya shaya push up. Wazoba na 5 years. Wathi sena 7 years ke waqala ke wangena kwicricket. Yena wangena esamncane.
Ama challenges sinawo i-ground league esikoleni, izinto zokudlala le cricket le ephezulu le ama hardball. Ikona lezi ezincane lezi zabantu abancane mina cricket.
Isimo sala ekhaya sibheda kakhulu ongangokuba umanje ngoba eshone kulonyaka ngo-October washona uma wala ekhaya babeshona bese khona impatient besilekelelana naye wasimese ehambile emhlabeni kasi asingayimela manje ngiyahluleka kukho konke kone manje ngihola incane fanele ngithenga ukudla fanele ngibheke idingo zala ekhaya ngithenge nogesi yonke into imali vesiphelele endleleni ngingabe ngisakwazi ukwenza ezinye izinto.
The family's many challenges and hardships have not dampened Mfanafuthi's spirit for the game. So much so, in fact, that his tenacity and passion are heralding a bright future both on the field and in life.
The most important thing is his education, and in this instance, cricket has given him the opportunity to possibly go to some really good schools and to be educated really well.
Obviously, he's still 14, still has a lot of work to do in his cricket, but you know, I've been coaching for a long time, and I think I can gladly say this boy is probably one of the rawest talents I've seen in all 3 sporting codes that I coach.
Ngingathanda ukubonga uSky Shabalala ukuthi angixhumanise noBig Favour. noBig Favour ngingathanda ukumbonga ukuthi angixhumanise nabantu bakashosholoza ukuze bezonginika i-equipment enhle e-right ezongifit.
We wish Mfanafuthi the best for his future and commend the East Coast Radio team and Shosholoza Sport for their magnanimous efforts in assisting the young skipper.
Hopefully he can make a great success for his family, being a cricket player, and for himself, yeah.
I hope that one day he's playing for the Dolphins or for the Proteas and people on the stands are like, hey, that's the guy that Damon helped on the Big Favour. That would be amazing.
Ngiyabonga kakhulu ku-escort radio nabakashosholoza ukuthi umntanami bamxhasile. Isifiso enginaso ngomntanami afunde aqhubeke abekezele kukho konke ukuze akwazi ukuphumelela.
Mina ngifuna ukuyibona ngiphumelela kule cricket, idlalela izwe lethu, ilimela, ibe umdlali owaziwayo.
Gauteng Lions captain Themba Bavuma is an SA cricket legend in the making, and the launch of his eponymous foundation in 2017 showed his commitment to giving back. Therefore, it was no surprise when he partnered with Johannesburg-based media company Vision View in helping young people in need with tertiary education bursaries.
Vision View will be donating bursaries to us, in which that we'll be awarding to deserving students. So it's quite important. The kids, the glee on their faces, the excitement is quite massive.
Partnerships are very key from companies like ours to sportsmen. Because we work in the sporting field, it just makes perfect sense. So what we found with Themba is that he had the same vision. He wanted to get somewhere. We had the same vision. We want to get somewhere, of which the destination goal is the same.
It makes me feel excited, knowing that next year I'm covered. So now I don't have to stress about applying for bursaries and stuff like that. I just gotta focus on my remaining exams and nail them.
I'm actually happy to take up this challenge because it's going to challenge me to put my best foot forward and work hard.
Hopefully, these learners will lead by example. They will tell a good story when they go back to their school. It's good for them. I think it's a very good initiative.
Though the Themba Bavuma Foundation has its roots in cricket and pursues that objective by way of coaching clinics and the like, the foundation sees itself as part of the greater community and aims to help many more children in cricket and academic endeavours.
I just want to say thank you for the great opportunity they're giving us. I will surely use it wisely and make them proud.
I would like to thank the Themba Bavuma Foundation as well as Vision View for actually giving us this opportunity to excel and to keep pushing with our studies. It's actually also inspiring me to one day actually try and open up something like that as well and have people from my community as well get exposed to such opportunities.
Themba Bavuma and the founders of Vision View are the personification of the new South African dream. That is, people from humble backgrounds making the most of their opportunities and thriving in their respective fields. They are now role models giving back to the community by helping others achieve their dreams.
Role models are very important. My role model is my father. Other people's role models are other people. But what's important is that Themba is a captain. He applies leadership into his team in the Gauteng Lions. He plays as a batsman for the Proteas, which is a big responsibility. The kids that he mentors, then they look at him as a mentor and as someone who has succeeded.
There's certain ingredients that you need to be successful. Hard work, perseverance, passion, all of those go in. Whatever you want to achieve, you can achieve as long as you put your energy and mind in the right place.
Widely regarded as one of the greatest cricketers of all time and one of the game's greatest all-rounders, Jacques Kallis was a titan of the South African team. Between his international test debut against England at just 20 years of age in 1995 and his retirement from all forms of international cricket in 2014, he became the only player in history to score more than 10,000 runs and claim more than 250 wickets in both ODI and Test match cricket. In the midst of his international career, Kallis took the decision to use the status that cricket afforded him to pursue an altruistic ambition when he established the Jacques Kallis Scholarship Foundation in 2005. Since inception, the foundation has provided dozens of boys with scholarships to attend one of 4 cricketing schools around the country. The foundation regularly hosts fundraising initiatives, the most recent being a golf day at the Steenberg Golf Club.
We started the Jacques Kallis Foundation probably about 11 years ago now. And it's just to give back to the game and to give kids an opportunity that wouldn't have ever had that opportunity to fulfill their dreams just like I did. So it's given me a lot of pleasure over the 11, 12 years. So nice to see the kids coming through and doing well.
With support from people like the golfers who showed up on the day, a regular occurrence whenever the call is put out, the foundation has indeed been growing from strength to strength over the years.
Yeah, it's not only about sport, and it's such a small percentage of guys that make it in the sporting world. So we found it very important that the guys have to focus on schoolwork as well. The cherry on top would be if someone came through and played for the country, but we know we're making a difference in their lives, and hopefully if they make it one day, they'll do the same.
Thanks to Jacques' achievement as a cricketer, one of the companies he's associated with is Adidas, who are pleased to be aligned with this iconic legend.
Jacques' been a massive supporter of Adidas and a brand ambassador for Adidas, and his passion for golf, it was quite easy for us to align with him. And our psyche and what we believe in at Adidas, our mission statement is, through sport we have the power to change lives.
And changing lives for the better is exactly what Jacques Kallis is achieving with great success. Malibongwe Jimlongwe is one of those many successes. This promising youngster got the opportunity to attend Pretoria Boys High School in 2013 and is now the opening batsman for the senior cricket team.
When we got the call that we had been accepted and I was one of the children that were going to be part of the Jacques Kallis Foundation, that was just astonishing. I was over the moon. It was an overwhelming experience.
When I heard he's coming to Boys High, I was like, aha, first things first, welcome. You're going to be a small fish in the sea now, and you're going to learn a lot here.
Boys have the opportunity to come here and get an education like that. Not only is it just a sport, but the education itself that they receive is definitely something that's worthwhile.
The beginning of his journey at the largest boys' school in South Africa was an overwhelming experience for the then 13-year-old. But the help he got from the foundation and the educators at the school made the transition comfortable for Malibongwe.
That's the lovely part about Pretoria Boys High, because the ethics and the ethos of the school is brought through many years.
Jimmy has shown his leadership and leadership potential very early, and not only on the sports field, but also in the boarding house. And he tackles problems with a smile, which I always appreciate about him. He never complains. Quite an amazing young man.
Malibongwe is a perfect fit for the program, as he understands that this opportunity is much greater than pursuing a career as a sportsman.
Education is first, and that's what Mr. Jacques Kallis himself likes pointing out to us and highlighting, that it's the school first before the cricket. And with the quality teachers that we have at Pretoria Boys High, it just prepares you for greatness.
I want to thank God, for blessing us with Malibongwe. I want to thank Jacques Kallis for this amazing opportunity, and it only puts the child in an environment that's conducive to learning.
Yeah, to Jacques Kallis, the word thank you is not enough. I am very grateful for this opportunity he has given me. It didn't feel like it was just a foundation. It felt like it was an interaction with Jacques Kallis as well, and I'm grateful for that.
After the break, we'll look at more of the incredible work being done by the Jacques Kallis Foundation and also get to see life through the lens of renowned photographer Anesh Debiky. So stay with us. Anesh Debiky is an award-winning photographer who's had a groundbreaking career spanning 2 decades and counting. However, his foray into the craft began by accident, literally. His previous career saw him work in the chemical industry in paper manufacturing. But an injury on the job forced him to look at other means of making a living. And it was photography that would prove his true calling.
My passion's always been sport and photography as a hobby. So I said, let me make a fist of the whole thing and just combine the both. And the rest to say is history. It's almost 20 years later, had the opportunity to photograph legends, past, present, and a few in the making.
I mean, he loves the game of cricket and I think sport in general. But I think his main passion is obviously photography. And you'll see him lagging his big lenses and we'll be walking around the ground. And you stand next to him when he's taking pictures of other people and all you hear is like 50 clicks at a time. And
the cricket players and I have a great relationship because they understand I have a job to do and I understand that they have a job to do as well. And it's actually helped me. It's actually brought me a long way in this 2 decades of sports photography, you know. Got to photograph the late Phil Hughes playing at Kingsmead. Great cricketer on the field, great guy off the field. And then also on the cricketing front, it's Virat Kohli. At Kingsmead, he smashed 100. And his recent stats have just showed he's going to be one of the greatest of all time.
We're very blessed to have Anesh here. And the reason why we go with him, because more than just it being a job, he brings his soul, he brings his personality, and he goes over and beyond.
Anesh has the KZN Cricket Union as one of his major clients. Marketing manager of the Hollywood Bets Dolphins, Nana Ngubane, speaks further on the unique collaboration.
You know, with sports photography, it's the most beautiful thing because nothing can replace an image. You know, an image tells a story and we get to relive the moments of the boys on the field. And then further off the field, then we get to also use his skills with our events and so forth. So it's become like part of the family.
Furthermore, Anesh works on many other projects for various entities. Therefore, it is this work ethic and chameleon-like adaptability that has earned him the highlight of winning the coveted 2018 KZN Sports Award for sports photography.
The photographer of the year is Anesh Debiky.
Very humbling. I was very proud. You know, I've won it twice before, and there are so many up-and-coming photographers that we work side by side with, who produce a high quality of work, pushing us all the way. And yeah, hopefully I can inspire other guys, up-and-coming photographers, to produce the same work, if not better work, in the future, and just hope they achieve what they plan on achieving.
This is just a beautiful accolade for him. That means we've also won as a team, and you know, we stand behind him. We're very, very excited because, you know, there's nothing like being recognized for a job well done.
Photo Max, a Durban-based photographic business, has been working with Anesh on some of his more high-profile projects for a few years and give insight into that partnership.
Basically sends us files. We then look at the images, check if they're fine for printing. There is obviously a bit of liaising between us to try and get it correct according to how he wants it.
When I need prints, if I need to use studios for corporate shoots or portraits for players or staff, I come and use his facilities. So as much as we have digital photographs by the thousands, so until you print them, it's really not a photograph. So if I shoot a match, images are either used immediately online or next day in prints or newspapers. But when you do studio shoots, they tend to become commercial. You know, so be it a little billboard or a huge billboard or a poster in a store selling or advertising cricketing equipment, this player's image will be there to basically sell the product.
With his demanding schedule and relentless work ethic, Anesh does make time to take it all in and have some quiet time to reflect as he continues on his journey.
With the stresses and deadlines that we have to deal with from a photography point of view, my downtime is actually getting to the beach early in the morning, watching the sunrise. You know, I just need that downtime, whether it's an hour, whether it's 45 minutes, of just watching the sunrise, catching a bit of that sea breeze, that cold, fresh air that hits you in the morning. It tends to recharge your batteries. Without a camera, without a phone, not everything in life should be instant, you know? Cherish some memories, cherish the time you have, and that's it, you know, don't take anything for granted.
Back at the Jacques Kallis Foundation and its recent fundraiser at Steenberg Golf Club, we learn more about the organization's amazing work in changing the fortunes of more than 40 boys since inception in 2005, and this has seen many of them go on to achieve success in various fields since finishing high school. Maritzburg College is one of the 4 partner schools of the foundation, and there are currently 4 Jacques Kallis Foundation scholarship recipients attending this school. One of them is Jared Campbell.
I remember playing with my brother in the backyard, my dad giving me cricket lessons in the backyard as well. And from that day, I really just had this competitive nature for the game and really wanted to succeed at it. So that's when I realized that this game is the one for me.
he just enjoyed playing the game, and obviously seen John T. Rhodes and A.B. de Villiers and all those people on TV.
And it was at the end of grade 2 that the sports coach at the time identified Jared and said, listen, let's get Jared into the nets. Let's not waste the whole season or a whole term.
Jacques Kallis Foundation gave me the opportunity to go to the school that I've always dreamt of going to when I was a young kid, because of all the grades that have gone through the school, Kevin Peterson, John T. Rhodes. You know, I really wanted to be part of this winning culture that college has.
In addition to his supportive parents, the foundation has contributed immensely to Jared's growth and athletic development. And this contribution goes far beyond just financial assistance.
They're always there for me. They really play a supportive role. And, you know, they're constantly giving me WhatsApp messages and, you know, they're constantly saying good luck.
It's been amazing. People that don't know us as a family, a total stranger, to take money out of their own pockets and just give it towards this foundation. You know, we are truly, truly grateful.
It's wonderful to know that there are people out there willing to help the next. You know, we just want to say thank you very much.
I'm really grateful for the opportunity they gave me. Words cannot express what they've done for me. As I close from my high school career, I would just like to say thank you.
Back on the fairways and the greens at Steenberg Golf Club, the friendly competition was well on its way as teams played on in the name of philanthropy. Support from corporates and sponsors is essential for the Jacques Kallis Foundation and is something Jacques himself values and appreciates.
Times are tough, and look, money is difficult to come by. So golf days like this certainly help the funding of the foundation. You know, it is expensive running it, and we've got to raise a lot of money each year to cover the costs of the kids. So we're very fortunate to have a lot of people put their hand up. Nice to see the guys coming out and supporting what I think is a really worthy cause.
The value in having a strong, talented team cannot be underestimated. And the Jacques Kallis Foundation is no different in this regard. We spoke to Selwyn Eagle and Sharon Jardine, who are amongst the dedicated individuals tasked with ensuring the smooth running and management of the foundation.
You know, Jacques being one of the best cricketers in the world, he spoke to a whole lot of people and said, look, what can I do to give back? And I think Nelson Mandela was a huge influence. He met him a few times. And he basically decided that he wanted to give something back in education and take people who were previously disadvantaged and give them a better opportunity in life.
To see the maturity and the all-round growth that they've had in sport, education, is amazing.
The big dreams are that we get some of the guys that we've got playing in the Proteas team. We've also got kids who have gone an academic route. We've got one of our original boys, he's about to finish off being an actuary. So for me and for everybody who's involved, it's about giving back.
As the last parts were sung, the participants were invited to the clubhouse restaurant for some cooling refreshments and dinner. And more importantly, an auction to raise funds for the foundation. Supersport presenter Matthew Pearce, who himself participated in the golf day, also doubled as auctioneer.
Many people consider Jacques Kallis to be the greatest all-round cricketer that's ever lived. And yet, under the radar and with a great deal of humility and poise, he goes out there to use his personality, his fame, his network to do good.
Also in attendance for the dinner and action on the night was Tebogo Fas, a beneficiary of the foundation, was earned a full scholarship to Wynberg High School through the foundation.
Because of my last 4 years at Wynberg, all the hard work, all the coaching, I made the under-17A Western Province side, and I would accredit that majorly to my attendance at Wynberg Boys High School.
Yeah, you know, Jacques, one of the great men of the world. One of the greatest cricketers we've ever seen, and his humility was brought out again tonight. He's always humble, always quiet. So I think it's a fantastic effort, and the money that was raised here tonight goes to that cause. I can't think of money better.
The auction, golf day, and support from sponsors has ensured that the foundation will be able to do even more going forward.
So we managed to raise just under 150,000 Rand, all towards the foundation. We also had a raffle, and with the monies raised from the golf day itself, I think we're pretty close to 200,000 Rand raised today.
Sponsors that come on board, you know, people and friends and players and guys that give up their time to come and support this cause. The amount of pleasure that you get in helping people and seeing a smile on people's face and helping those less fortunate, certainly outweighs anything that I achieved on the sporting field.
The effects of this effort will be felt for generations, and given Jacques' selfless commitment and the immovable strength he brings from his sterling cricketing career, this is just the beginning of a world-changing movement.
I'm a big believer in helping those that are less fortunate than us. So, if we can all do that around the world will be a far better place, and it's certainly nice that I can play my little part in trying to do that.
That's it for this episode. Thank you for watching and for being part of our 2018 Extra Cover journey. It's been a year of great cricketing action and stories. As we said goodbye to old friends, welcome new ones, and brought you insights into the emergence of the raw, exciting talent bubbling under in SA. We look forward to bringing you more stories, big hits, and further development of the game. Thank you for watching, and remember to tune in next time for all things cricket on Extra Cover. Goodbye.